holds up every building you have ever been inside. It forms every road you have ever driven on, every bridge, dam, tunnel, and runway. Cement is the most consumed manufactured material in human history. Over 4 billion tons produced every single year. And almost nobody knows how it is made. The story starts underground, in a limestone quarry. Limestone is the primary raw material of cement, calcium carbonate, formed over millions of years from the compressed shells of living organisms. To extract it, drillers prepare rows of blast holes in the rock face. Explosives are loaded and detonated in sequence, the limestone face fracturing and collapsing in tons of pale gray rock. Haul trucks, each carrying up to 100 tons, take the blasted rock to the primary crusher. At the primary crusher, the largest boulders are reduced to fist-sized pieces. A long overland conveyor carries the crushed limestone from the quarry directly to the cement plant, sometimes kilometers away. At the plant, the limestone is stockpiled in layers and reclaimed across the full pile cross-section, a process called pre-homogenization. To even out the natural chemical variation in the rock.
See the red zone here?
The limestone is blended with small quantities of clay, iron ore, and silica to achieve the precise chemical composition required. Then it enters the raw mill. The raw mill grinds this mix to a very fine powder called raw meal, with a particle size finer than talcum powder.
See,
the raw meal is blended further
hammer,
in large storage silos to achieve chemical homogeneity. Samples are analyzed every hour by X-ray fluorescence, checking that the ratios of calcium, silicon, aluminium, and iron are exactly right for the kiln ahead.
To the heights
the
of the
Preheater
silos.
tower is
This
the centerpiece
is where the
of a
raw
modern
earth
cement
meets
plant.
the relentless
Standing
engine
120
of industry.
meters tall, taller than a 40-story building, it uses the hot exhaust gases from the kiln to preheat the raw meal before it enters the kiln. By the time the meal reaches the kiln, it is already at 900 degrees. Then it enters the rotary kiln, a steel cylinder 70 meters long and 5 meters in diameter, rotating at 3 revolutions per minute. The main burner fires a multi-channel flame at 2,000 degrees into the interior of the kiln. As the raw meal travels through the kiln over 30 minutes, the chemistry transforms. The calcium, silicon, aluminium, and iron react at 1,450 degrees to form a new material, small gray nodules called clinker. Clinker is the active ingredient in all cement. Without the kiln, the cement does not exist.
seeing fluctuations in the preheater temps.
Acknowledged. We are initiating a burner fuel adjustment now.
Precipitator hum, cleaned air, emission control, environmental system.
The mill power draw is spiking slightly over the limit. I noticed that. Separator speed dipped, but the fineness is within target. Let's keep the production rate steady.
Bay 4 is clear, sending the next one in. Make sure the dust suppression is active.
Confirmed. Bay 2 loading sequence initiated.
Okay, bring it back slowly now.
Yep, sorry, slow.
Watch that corner, make sure it's level.
Alright.
We're good here, keep it flowing.